It's setting up. It's connecting.
It is. I see that.
Tell me when you can. Oh, okay.
Oh, you got to mute.
I did. All right, we're live. Yay.
Hi.
Okay, so we'll wait for people to pop in. Let me know when you see anybody pop in. If you're just arriving, type hello in the chat so we know you're here. I'll type in the chat too. And we'll, I don't know, how can I tell? How can I tell if there's people?
I think they have to say something. I don't know.
I think it might tell me if I have participants.
Anyway, we can introduce ourselves for when people come.
Oh, yay, Robin's here. Hi, Robin. Yay, okay, Robin Fife is here. Fantastic. Yay. So.
Oh, Robin Fife, I recognize that name.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Tilly May is here as well. Awesome.
That's the person.
Yep, people are arriving, so we'll give it a minute. Rebecca.
It's almost like we started making friends with people through this knit along.
Oh, it's almost like we know that people are going to come because they said they would.
Yeah, because they love this. They love the MRI Maakers and what they were doing, and
no,
and prizes.
And well, there's that. All right, so we have a few people popping in. That's excellent. Sandra, oh, Stephen Carey Murphy, hi, yay. Cynthia Miller, oh, I'm glad people are arriving. Good.
Oh, we're getting lots of people. That's good. Hi, everyone. Do you want to introduce? Should we introduce ourselves real quick? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm Ann Frost. I'm the host of the I Thought I Knew How podcast that you can find on iTunes. It's an audio podcast. And you are?
I'm Jana from Purl Together, and you're here on my channel, so yay. Yay. All right. And everybody, let's see, everybody knows about the Purl Together Ravelry group, the I Thought I Knew How Ravelry group, or both have Facebook groups, so feel free to join our communities in any or all of those places.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Yay. So we talked about, while we waited for people to arrive, we were going to share some things that we have coming up on our individual channels, because we've been working together this month, but we're gonna not go our separate ways. That sounds terrible. We're just gonna we're done.
I
work independently for a while.
I think I've irritated Ann enough this month. She needs a break.
So Jana, do you want to go ahead and tell people what you're up to next?
Yeah, so in a couple of weeks, we will be, my patrons and I are brainstorming some categories for our next knit along. So watch for that. I'm not going to say too much right now because we're still brainstorming. And like I have one of my moderators who's also a big help to me. Her name is Lindsay Douglas. Hopefully she's on. Anyway, she is going to help me with some spreadsheet creation because she's good at that like you are. And we're going to do a finish it or frog it challenge. Frog it or finish it. Yay! And that'll probably start mid-February. So look for that in a couple of weeks. We haven't nailed down the date for sure. We're talking about prize categories for that. So if you want to shoot me a message on Ravelry, it's probably the best thing to do, or email. I don't tend to respond very quickly to Facebook private messages because I have a large group. It would be ridiculous if people did that all the time. I could never keep up. So send me a Ravelry message or an email if you know of somebody or you want to advertise your small business, like if you're an indie dyer, for example, or you have an Etsy shop and you want to advertise that and provide a prize for our upcoming frog it or finish challenge. So that's what we have coming up next. That'll probably go from mid-February, probably till the end of March. And then we'll have a different knit along starting then. And you probably will have your next thing as well.
Yeah, that's our next knit along isn't going to be until the beginning of April, just because I have some other commitments I need to see to first. So, but and I will announce, I already know what it's going to be, but I want to line a few more things up before I start announcing it. And if you're actually a patron of my podcast, that information is on the patron feed. So if you want a sneak peek of that, it's patreon.com/I-thought-I-knew-how. And you can go find out what it's going to be already. But the rest of you are going to have to wait until March. But one thing I did want to talk briefly about, just really quick, I have an episode coming out on Monday evening, and I will talk about it more in depth at that point. But there's this really neat initiative that's been going on by the Livestock Conservancy called Shave 'em to Save 'em. And it's an effort that they have started to try to get rare breed wool into the hands of fiber artists to preserve the species, because fewer and fewer people are raising certain breeds of sheep because it has become less and less economically viable for them to do that. And they're still fantastic breeds. They have unique characteristics. And I actually, as I was coming in, got my first shipment of yarn for the project. So how it works is you sign up at livestockconservancy.org and you pay $15 for a passport. And there are 21 species on their list, as well as a directory full of people who raise those 21 species. And you order at least 4 ounces of fiber. That can be, if you're a spinner, it can be roving or fleece, raw fleece. I'm a knitter, so I had to look for people selling yarn. But you use 4 ounces of a mono breed fiber in a project. And when you are done with that, you get a little stamp to put in your passport. So this is my stamp that came with my Clune Forest yarn, which is my first shipment of yarn here that I ordered from Timberwood Farm. And once you have finished 5, 10, and 15 projects, you can go to the website and request a prize or a gift, however you want to say, as a thank you for using these rare breed wools. So that's something I just wanted to let you know that that's going on, and I will give more details in the next episode that comes out on Monday.
Yay! I'm going to pipe in here and say, everybody do the clappy hand or the thumbs up for this cowl that Anne is wearing.
Aw, thank you.
It's lovely. And I also want to give a shout out to Billy, who I saw popped in. Billy, the MRI Maakers. Yay! Thanks for coming, Billy. I'm assuming that's Billy.
Yeah, MRI Maakers. That was
so Billy's on the chat. That's fantastic. We're really glad he is able to pop in for a bit. And our time frame worked for him. It's noon for me in the Rocky Mountain West in the Mountain Time Zone. It's 2-ish.
It's 2.
It's like 7.
That would make 7 in the UK, yeah.
Yay! So yay! So yeah, that cowl is lovely.
Thank you. So this is the Harriet's cowl that I think there were 4 of us, as far as I know, who knit it in the knit along. So yep, I finished it. I found these buttons on Etsy, these toggles.
Yeah.
And they came, so I finally got them on and done. As of last night, I made the deadline. I was very proud.
Hey, you guys, it helps the channel tremendously if you do a thumbs up, not only in the chat, but do a thumbs up on the YouTube video where you're watching this, like the YouTube thumb button. See what I mean? Right. So, yay. And then I also put links in for the Livestock Conservancy. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. And also our Patreon pages, each of us. If you're interested in becoming a patron, pop over there. That's how you can support our efforts.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's here because
we're done.
We're done. We're celebrating the end of a month-long effort for the MRI Maakers, and we hopefully boosted their pattern sales a little bit in an effort to raise money for the Shetland MRI appeal. And you can learn more about that at the mrimaakers.com.
Exactly.
Let me put the link for that in the chat as well. And Anne has some numbers to share with us.
Yeah. So first, I just want to thank everyone for taking part in the Maakin for the MRI Knit Along, because I know that it did have an impact. We partnered with Needlepoint Joint to sell kits, and over 200 kits were sold. So if you think that everyone who ordered a kit also ordered a pattern, that works out to over 800 pounds, because it was over 200 kits, or over $1,000. And likely it was more than that, because quite a few of you knit from stash as well. So good job, everybody. You bought a piece of an MRI scanner. Well done.
Yay!
So we have the new totals. I got the information from Billy Middleton yesterday, I believe, on the new totals of what the MRI Maakers have raised just from their efforts.
Right.
And it was 81,447 pounds and 6 pence.
That's fantastic.
So that translates to $107,547.50. So that's amazing when you think that all of that was raised by knitters, either buying the pattern, or the MRI Maakers have their knitting club where they make the finished items and then sell them. All of that money was raised through knitting, and I just think that's fantastic.
It is. Billy typed in the chat, and some people ordered more than one pattern too. Like, for example, I ordered the headband as well as the hat. I know that several of our knitters in our group ordered the collection, so that's fantastic. And it's not over. I mean, obviously, if you knitted the hat and thought it was great, now you know how to do it, especially if it was your first spiral project. Now you know what you're doing. Knit them all. Now you can knit them all with confidence.
I have done that. I'm almost done knitting them all. I have my glove here. There's my glove.
That's awesome.
I need to do the fingers on the other, but once once I'm done with the gloves, I will have knitted all of the patterns.
Yay.
Which has been quite, I started in May, so, but I've done multiple hats, and anyway.
Well, and the other thing too is, just because we're awarding the prizes today and the knit along is technically over, we will be in the groups for assistance. If you're still knitting, we're always around to help you. So if you have, of course, just because the formal knit along is done doesn't mean we're going anywhere. So if you have pattern questions or what, we'll be there. We'll be around. We're not ditching you.
And the other people who were knitting the projects this month did such a wonderful job supporting each other too.
Yes.
And which was so helpful, because Jana and I both ended up having crazy months, and there were a few days there where we just couldn't get into the Ravelry group, and people stepped up and helped each other. And so again, very grateful to you guys for that.
Yay! Golf clap all around.
Yay!
Oh, I'm such a dork. Okay. Now we're gonna get to why we're here.
The prizes. We met earlier today and got all the prizes settled, including our grand prize winner. So we are going to be announcing all of those. Now, if you do win one of these prizes, I need you to log into your Ravelry account and send me a message with your email address.
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible. So, because I need to we have donations from Merrily by Design, Morehouse Farm, Ashcroft Makers, Prairie Bag Works, and they're all waiting to find out where to send these prizes. So if you can log into your Ravelry account, my username is I thought I knew how there, and get me your information so I can make that connection for you.
And that brings up a good question. So if someone's not able, if they're not attending the live stream today, that's totally fine. People have other things going on. It's the weekend. It's Super Bowl weekend. But anyway, technically though, how long do people have to claim the prize before we would be needing to redraw?
I don't know.
We said
2 weeks?
I think we said 1 week.
1 week. You have 1 week to get to us.
I think we put that in the rules. You have to claim you have to claim your prize by February 7th. I'll double check.
Yes, that's right. We did say something to that effect. So I will with the progress prizes, I've been making little meme pictures to post on social media for us. So I will do the same so that people know to find out. And then we can put the winners in the information for the video down below too.
Good.
So people can
I'll put
it on the group and
all the things.
we'll ear burn you, like you should have
No
every
reason.
no
reason.
reason
Not
not
to
to know. Okay. So if you are the grand prize winner though, you need to contact Jana.
Because I have all the
that
things.
stuff. Yeah, I mailed it all to her. She's gonna mail it all to you. So, but everyone else, you need to message me on Ravelry. I thought I knew how. Okay, are we ready to do this?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Yes. Peanut says hi. He went past a minute ago. Okay. I'm reading the chat.
I was gonna say, do we have anything in the chat we need to address before we start?
I don't think so, but Kathleen and Kieran both said that they ordered the hard copy collection and it was definitely worth the purchase price to order the print copy collection.
Oh.
So, and Karen says the same, really good quality paper. The photographs are lovely. Yes. So, okay, let's get to the prizes. So this is how this will work is Anne is going to read the categories, what each category is for. And then I have, it's like the Grammys or the Oscars or one of those.
Yeah. We need like giant gold men behind us or something.
We have Billy.
Billy, gold yourself up and get on.
All right.
Okay, so the first 5 prizes are a download code for a pattern designed by Merrily by Design. She designed the Sea Pinks hat. Some of you may be familiar with.
And
she has yeah, I love it. She has a couple other patterns and she rushed to get the hand warmer pattern done that matches the Sea Pinks hat. So you have a few patterns to pick from. And the first one, the first category is group participation. And we said it wasn't necessarily the person who commented the most, but we were going to pick from someone who is very active on the group. And that person is...
Dun, da, da. Yay!
Fernieknits. So Fern, congratulations. Please find me on Ravelry and send me a message. I thought I knew how. Yay, Fernieknits. Okay, the next one was support staff. Someone who, again,
I'm laughing because of the icon that Billy put in the MR. He put a little golden boy face with a crown in the chat.
Excellent.
Okay, sorry. Support
so
staff.
Support staff. So that was someone who's just very encouraging as they participated in the group. And that one is going to Stahlwoman. Sandy, thank you for being such a positive voice through our month. Thank you, thank you. So you will also get a download code from Merrily by Design. Then we have the Happy Helper, who was someone who lent a hand. And of course, some of these people, you qualified for all of these categories,
yeah.
right? I mean,
yeah.
We had, some of these were hard for us to pick, but
Happy Helper. We tried to spread the wealth a little bit and, you know, yeah.
Yeah. Happy Helper was someone who lent a hand to a fellow knitter, and that is going to Coppermine. Oh, sorry, Coppermine. Yeah, I got to wait for you to put it up.
That's okay.
So congratulations, Robin. Please reach out to us and we can get you your prize. And then the next one is a little personal because I'm gonna bring it down a little. As I said, there were 4, as far as I know, there were 4 of us who knit this monster of a cowl. It is double-sided. It required finishing techniques. We had to cut this puppy.
It's steak. Right. You had to steak it. There were scissors. There were scissors involved.
We cut it. We tacked it down. We picked up stitches. Oh my goodness. It was a monster. I love it, but it was a monster to knit. And the person who won this job is a fellow cowlster. Future is Bright. Future is Bright category. It was her first Fair Isle project. And she took on a massive project that involves steeking. And the winner of that is Princess Irene. Congratulations, Princess Irene.
Well deserved.
A fellow cowlster. That's my new, I'm going to try and coin that.
She knitted, you should, that's great. She knitted the cowl out of this colorway and it's just fantastic.
It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. And I was so pleased, I must interject, I was so pleased that I saw that in your group when she posted her finished object photo that Harriet saw it and thought it was amazing. So
yeah. It is amazing.
Yeah, you guys go look. It's well done.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's in the I Thought I Knew How group, or just in the finished. She posted it in the finished item group too. Yeah. So either place for Ravelry. Okay. Last one was a random draw. So random draw. So we had 5 of these prizes and we thought we'd leave one up to chance. And that is going to Hillshounds, who knit 2 hats in alternative colorways. So that's super impressive just on its own. So congratulations, Hillshounds. Please let me know what your email address is and I will get the prize to you. All right, we're moving on now.
Because, you know, she has a giant spreadsheet.
I do. I just I keep track of things, being organized. Okay, we are going to our Cutest Prize now. This is the one I had the most fun with Jana picking out. I've been jotting down the number of the posts that have animals in them. So this is our pet poser category. And that was to have your finished item or your in progress item with your animal. And quite a few of you entered, and it was adorable and very difficult to pick, but we did settle on hehenry, Helen, who had what looked like a chocolate lab maybe with the hat in its mouth. And you could see in its eyes that he knew he should not be holding that hat in his mouth.
He knew. He totally knew.
Guilty. It was so cute. So cute. Okay, yeah, we decided that that's the one. So, okay, congratulations, Helen. And that was the prize for that was a set of I Thought I Knew How and Purl Together stitch markers. So those will be going out to you. Then, you know what, I'm going to skip and save our picks for the last 2. Is that going to mess you up? Okay, so skip our picks and go to amazing color choices. Amazing color choices. And for that, so that was your finished object in colors that you chose rather than ones that were the official colors or that needle point joint put together. And that is going to ajpbear for your lovely neutral hat with the pop of green. We thought that was beautiful.
Yeah, it had like turquoise and dark brown, and then it had the kind of oatmeal or cream color background. I thought it was lovely. That caught my eye right away, and I did the little favorite hearty post.
Yeah,
that caught my eye right away. So
it's beautiful.
Well done.
Good eye for color.
Yep.
And then we have Make It Your Own, which was to modify it in one way or another. And this is also basically a color prize because we were so impressed with the daring colors that were picked by this person. This is by, I'm going to say the name how I think it should be said, which is Junior Mrs. B or jrmrsb. And she did some really bright, cheery mittens with like neon colors and darker colors. They're really funky. I liked them a lot. So, I didn't say what these prizes were. So the last prize and this prize,
these 2,
those 2, and the next 2 prizes that we're gonna get into next are $25 gift certificates for morehousefarm.com, which is merino wool maker.
Lovely.
But it's so soft. If you saw my blackberry and natural cowlin hat, that's what that's knit out of.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, you had in the picture with your trench coat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's very generous. You know, Morehouse Farms donated 4 $25 gift cards. So that's fantastic. Shout out to them for helping to support our knit along. Yeah.
Absolutely. So that was the last 2 prizes, and then these next 2 prizes are the same. A $25 gift card for Morehouse Farm. So that next one is going to, let me see where we ended up. Oh yeah, standing ovation. So we just were really impressed with how your project turned out. And that is going to go to aricowles, Aurora. We were so impressed. She did the gloves, and on her left ring finger, she did a few rows of gold. So it looks like a wedding band. And we thought that was so sweet.
And she did more than one. She did more than one project.
That's true. That's true. She did. So well done, Aurora. Let me know and we'll get you the gift
And gloves are finicky. I mean, all the finger tubes. I mean,
so many finger tubes.
so many.
So this,
And
I'm missing a finger. I have very long fingers, but still, yeah, it takes about an hour to do, hour and a half to do each finger for me. Oh,
hey, Billy says that Morehouse Farm donated yarn for them to make hats for chemo patients. Oh, that's fantastic. Shout out again to Morehouse Farms. That's great.
Thank you, Morehouse. Yeah. And then they also, like at Vogue Knitting Live, they had the patterns for sale and the stuff on display, and they'll be doing it at Stitches United too. So if you're going to Stitches United, you'll be able to see, this will actually be on display, the original version and my Blackberry and natural version. And then Erin did a version in colors she picked. Those will all be on display.
Also beautiful.
At Stitches United. And we will be doing, and there's more at Stitches United. If you come by the Morehouse Farms booth at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 3 p.m. on the Saturday, I will be running some knitting trivia rounds. Yay. And it's a $5 donation to the MRI Maakers. That will get you your answer card. And then each round will have one winner and they will receive a gift certificate to Morehouse Farm as well. So Erin has been a huge supporter. She's done a couple knit alongs as well. So big shout out to Morehouse Farm. Okay, moving on, sorry. So for our last one, again, it was a random draw because we had 4. So we figured we'd have the 4th one be a random draw. And that one is going to Freddie Betty. Freddie Betty, thank you, very active on the group. And she was our random draw winner for the $25 gift certificate to Morehouse Farm. So our next, we only have 3 more categories before.
One, yeah.
Yeah, we have 3 more categories before the grand prize. So I hope you all are feeling the excitement coming to you. So our the next one, the prize is a hat kit from Ashcroft Makers. They're based in Scotland, and they're going to I will put you in connection with Finn from Ashcroft Makers, and you will actually get to pick the colors that you want, and then she will make up the kit and send it to you. So that is the Addicted to the Cause category, and this is going to someone who knit more than one project in the course of the month. They knit a hat and a headband.
So more than one pattern was purchased, and more than one skill. Yeah, more than one skill was necessary as well.
And she finished with 28 minutes to spare. So this is going to Joanne, also known as Joanne in real life. Congratulations.
Yay!
Please let me know your information and we'll get that to you. Yeah. Now, 2 more categories. I will do mine first, or do you want to do yours first? Okay, we're going to do mine first. So each of the prizes from these come from Prairie Bag Works. They have an Etsy shop called Prairie Bag Works. And this prize, my prize that I'm giving away is for a $35 gift certificate with free shipping, which will be enough to cover the cost of one of their project bags. Okay, and it's just someone I got to pick who I thought did a great job. And that is going to go to kleffknits, also known as Kathleen in real life. And the reason why I picked this is because it was her first time doing Fair Isle. She did so well that people were so impressed they asked her about it. And rather than just charging them to make hats, she's actually accepting donations. So she has people who have agreed to make donations to the MRI Maakers in exchange for her knitting them the hat. And I just, like, my heart grew 3 sizes when I heard that. I thought that was just wonderful. So that's why I picked Kathleen. So congratulations. Yay! You're going to get a gift certificate to Prairie Bag Works. Okay, and then Jana, you have yours.
So, and my reason for picking is not nearly that profound, I guess. I saw this hat and I just like this person's project. I really like the colors, that it was alternative colors that this gal put together and posted. And that was the only reason I thought she did a great job. And
It's pretty.
I just really like the colors.
Yeah.
So my pick is Barbara in Pennsylvania, BarbarainPA.
She did a gorgeous purple and green hat.
And you gotta love purple.
You gotta love purple. Jana's sporting the purple at all times.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right. I feel like we need to rest now for a moment.
I know.
Is there anything in the chat we need to address?
Yes. Rebecca says, will you have the list of links? Oh, will you have a list and links to go to these places? Yes. I will put everything, all of the sponsors, people that have sponsored the Knit Along, like Prairie Bag Works, Morehouse Farm, certainly, Merrily by Design, all the people that have, who am I forgetting, that have
Ashcroft Makers.
Ashcroft Makers, people that, yes, I will put links to their websites, etc., in the video description down below. After we finish the live stream and it processes for a minute, and then I can get in and edit the description, I will put all of those things there. If you want to go support these businesses, please do that. That's a great question. Thank you.
Please do, because we didn't, this wasn't us going to them and saying, can you please sponsor us? We put feelers out there. They heard about the cause and they came to us and made the offer. So
yeah, they donated this. Like we didn't spend, this did not cost us out of pocket necessarily, except for postage is all, but yeah. So please go support these people. Tina says, curious how many of us were involved in the Knit Along. That's hard to say.
It's hard to tell. We would like to know that too.
I can go into my Ravelry group and I can see how many participants are in the work in progress thread. And I haven't done that, but I could.
That could be one way to know. Yeah. We had something we had in the 80s as far as finished objects.
Yeah.
Finished object posts. But some of those had done 2 or 3 things. And some people had posted multiples of the same stuff. So probably 75 participants in that group who finished something, but I know a lot of people have been cropping up in the last few days saying they were just getting started, and some people didn't their yarn. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, and like we'll still be there for pattern support, and we're definitely, I mean, absolutely start now if you want to go order the pattern for sure.
Yeah, it's just, it's hard for us to know how many actually did it. Are we ready?
Are we ready?
For the grand prize?
La la la. Okay, so what happened was the Rafflecopter widget cut off at midnight Eastern time, 11:59, whatever it was, Eastern time. Tina says yes, and we made virtual friends. Absolutely. People were very supportive. So the Rafflecopter cut off, and then when I got up this morning, there's a it's programmable where it just chooses a random person.
Yes.
And then I go in and verify that that person that chose did the 3 required things, like subscribing to Anne's podcast, joining our email lists. Yeah. And the grand prize winner was verified. We didn't have to do a second pick.
Yeah, that was very nice. Because I would have felt bad if someone hadn't done everything and we had been like, sorry.
That wasn't the case. That was not the case.
That was not the case.
Nope. Our winner is well qualified.
Yep. And the winner is, and the prize, she gave it away.
No, I didn't yet.
I saw it in the video. So the winner's by his grace. By his grace.
Yay!
Yay! So that's Lisa. Congratulations, Lisa. Yeah. I'm going to say what the prize was. It's a boatload of stuff. Lisa just won a boatload of stuff.
Yay!
By his grace. Yay! Congratulations.
That's fantastic. That's Lisa from California. I'm really pleased, happy for her. I will give her a shout out in the group. And yeah, she won Bella Cashmere yarn, a couple other skeins.
The stitch marker ring or the stitch counter ring.
The row counter ring, a couple sets of stitch markers.
Project bag.
Oh, a project bag and an Oceans bag with a zipper.
Yeah.
Lisa, if you're watching this,
pattern,
shoot me a message on Ravelry with your street address. I need your mailing address, and I'll get that out. Okay, and yeah, I have to say,
everyone else,
go ahead.
Everyone else who won, again, find me on Ravelry as I thought I knew how, and send me your email address. Except for, actually, as I say that, except for Helen, hehenry, I'm going to need your mailing address. But everything else is going to be mailed to you by the sponsors. So I need your email address. I'll put you in touch with them and you can give them your information.
Right. You guys have been fantastic. We've had so much fun doing this and seeing everybody learn and learn how to do new things. It's been super fun.
Yeah, I've been so impressed by how many people spoke up saying it was their first Fair Isle.
Yeah.
And then you saw their finished objects and I never would have guessed. Like everyone did such a great job.
And we learned a lot too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The steeking, I got to cut a proper thing. I'd only cut on practice stuff before, guys. Maybe I shouldn't admit that.
Hey, but that's okay. I always say we're not expected, just because we're YouTubers and we're knitting teachers, doesn't mean we know everything there is to know about everything.
There's so much to learn. That's one of the things I love about knitting is there's so much to learn.
And it's been a really good experience for all of us, I think. So there's more knit alongs to come. Don't think we're going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Tina. Now on to Nora's vintage Apkin, 20 blocks. Oh my. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you the video will come out on. The video comes out on Tuesday. That will contain blocks 13 and 14. So you'll see why later. But yay! And the Maakers. Yes, we raised over £1,000 for you too. So Billy, thanks for your help and your support. And Billy is great customer service. If you had trouble with your pattern, he was right on it within hours.
Thank you, Billy.
So, great.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Woo!
I think we're done. I think I need a nap now after that month of knitting.
No, there's no napping.
No napping, just more knitting.
Yes, just more knitting. All right. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
I will update the video descriptions. If you have any questions, let us know.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. I got to figure out how to stop the live stream. Okay.